You know, everywhere we look these days, we appear to be living in some kind of nanny state, don't we? There's things that go on online. You walk down the street, there's always a camera somewhere that's going to pick you up somewhere, somehow. And, you know, if you drive a car too fast past a camera, flash, it'll get you. You drive into Gatwick Airport, there's number plate cameras in there that will get you, and even all over London. But this is really information, isn't it? Your personal information related to you and your possessions. And all I would say is, what gives people the right to distribute that amongst other agencies as they do? It's like if you park in a car park controlled by, say, one of these cowboy parking companies that I don't like very much. What tends to happen is that they will write to the DVLA and get your information. What gives them the right to do that? Well, it turns out that as far as London goes, there's some privacy campaigners that have actually got the right hump with our dear Mayor, Mr. Khan, and they're filing claim regarding it. Let's dig into this. How do everybody? Welcome back to the channel for a Thursday. Hope you're doing all right. I'm not too bad. It's getting a bit warm again, isn't it? Get that aircon on or sit in the shade and make sure you drink plenty. Well, let's dig into this story, shall we? Yes, privacy of our data and privacy of our information. You know, you get all these companies linked up with each other. Oh, I want to send him a bill for this, so I'll have his. And it goes on and on and on. Credit cards, debt collection agencies, DVLA, police. The list is endless. And apparently, as far as London goes, there's been a decision which has kind of terrified certain members of certain groups with regard to the number plate cameras that are scattered all over London. And a group has decided to issue a legal challenge to Sadiq Khan. Basically, it looks like Sadiq Khan has given the Metropolitan Police access to more data from a larger number of ANPR cameras around London. They're the actual number plate recognition cameras. If you drive in London, the chances are a camera will see you. I can testify to that. I went in London once and forgot to pay the ULEZ. Whoops. The city uses a network of ANPR cameras to scan the roads for vehicles entering and leaving its road charging zones. The UK road system is carpeted with them all over the place. Every day around 13,000 of these cameras capture 55 million reads as number plate identifications are known, according to figures from the National Police Chiefs Council. But nowhere are they more densely packed than the capital city, which is believed to have about 2,000, sending tens of millions of reads a day back to their operator, TfL. Now the Mayor of London has given police access to more data from a large number of cameras, and privacy campaigners are understandably pissed off. It's kind of terrifying, says London Assembly member Cyan Berry, who along with privacy campaigners, the Open Rights Group, is bringing a legal challenge against the Mayor's decision. They warn that although scans of car number plates may seem innocent, they're not. Firstly, because a record of a vehicle's journey is an intimate insight into a driver or passenger's movements. Secondly, because ANPR cameras do not just scan for numbers and letters, they also take pictures, including a front of vehicle, taking in everything that happens to be around when the image is snapped. This includes the colour, the make of other vehicles, and potentially the faces of drivers and passing pedestrians. What is known by London authorities as enhanced contextual data. Previously, the Met only had access to data from the ANPR cameras in central London and did not receive any images, only reads of where and when a number plate was picked up. Now the force has been given full access to cameras across inner London, an area where far more people live, and it will be able to see photographs as well. A spokesman for the Mayor said modern technology has a vital role to play in protecting Londoners and tackling serious crime. The use of traffic cameras for ANPR has been in place since 2015 after being introduced by the previous mayor. The Metropolitan Police defended the need for the data, saying it helped police protect the public and avoid errors in identifying vehicles. Miss Berry is more specific. She says the additional access creates the prospect of a privacy campaigner's worst nightmare, a database filled with deeply personal data which can be searched by police whenever they want. I mean, these are very legitimate concerns, aren't they? I mean, at the end of the day, we have a system in London set up, the ULEZ system, whereby camera takes a picture of your car, you pay a fee, otherwise you get a fine in the post. That should be as far as it goes. But in this modern age of technology that we live in, the cameras could be used for other purposes. I mean, you look at the police service as a whole throughout the country, there's not the manpower. We don't see the presence on the streets we once did. And if a crime is committed, you know, what video evidence is there? You know, in certain areas, this could be a vital tool to tap into. But, you know, with the mentality of some officers at the moment and the setup of the whole thing, and we see the Met is under increasing scrutiny right now, could it be misused? Do you agree with these privacy campaigners, or do you think that Sadiq Khan has every right to give them all the access in the world? It's a debate, it's a question. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll be interested to read your comments. I read all the comments, by the way. Toodaloo.